All right, welcome back to the second half here of high school basketball from Paulsbo as the North Kitsap Vikings host the Olympic High Trojans. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr from West Sun TV, joined by Patricia Ann on the camera, Kitty Campagna on that other microphone, and Kitty, as we get ready to begin this third period, that was a hard-fought first half. The Trojans up by 2, 18-16 over the North Kitsap Vikings, and they'll get the inbound.
Well, this Olympic team started out with an 8-0 lead, and North Kitsap didn't get discouraged. They knew they could score, and they've also just played really tough defense. So not a whole lot of scoring. It was 10-4 after one quarter and 18-16 after two.
And tough would be the operative word there, I believe, as to describe that first quarter. Oh, my goodness, off the backboard to start things out with number 22, Olivia Williams for the Trojans. Oh, nice pass by Molly Lemon inside. Baugh's shot is blocked, and it's going to hit the out-of-bounds line, so North Kitsap will maintain possession.
Well, that's already 3 blocks that I've counted for Ashley Payne.
Baugh's shot is good for 3.
Now, Rebecca started off slow this first half with just 3 points, and she's already doubled that total.
And again, the full court pressure, this time forcing a turnover. And North Kitsap coming out with a little more spark than they did in the way they began the first half.
Well, you can also see that Coach French was pretty happy about that. Oh, pretty move by Lemon.
Nice turnaround there. Put it in. And for the first time tonight, the North Kitsap Vikings up by 1, 21-20.
I'm not sure how that could be. Oh, that's right.
Ashley Payne with it now for the Vikings. Out to Hayes, back to Ashley. Whistle blows. Williams is going to, somebody for the old Trojans is going to get tagged for the blockout.
That would be number 3.
Hayes at 5'3", making her presence known.
She looks like she wants to, have a spot on that floor right now rather than playing out in the guard position. She is on a wing position, so even at 5'3", that's her defending spot.
Sanchez starting out this half for the Vikings. Baugh with it. Snyder, she'll take the jump shot. Oh, it's off, and nice rebound inside by Timoteo.
Really nice strong hands by Timoteo. That's something that Coach French is trying to develop in some of his girls, he said as well.
Pond working low for the Trojans on the baseline. And Williams is going to get fouled. It'll be an inbound for Olympic. Yeah, they're going to tag that one to Snyder. Vikings up by 1, 21-20 as we begin this third period. Jump ball and possession arrow in favor of North Kitsap. So far that defense has paid off for NK.
Well, they put on a little press here to start the second half, and that's had an effect. They're just trying to make the Olympic team work as hard as they can. My guess is that every team out there has some illness going on, so the more you make a team work.
Probably so. Very nice move by senior Emily Knoll driving the paint, and she will get rewarded with a trip to the free throw line.
They're going to call that foul on Ashley Payne. She had kind of that pained look on her face, like, I did not foul. I know I didn't. That was a clean block.
Oh, and Knoll, her shots have just been a little bit off tonight.
Yeah, she had a couple chances closer to the basket. That was her first free throw of the evening.
And that one goes through, 1 out of 2 for Emily.
Payne going to drive the distance.
Oh, beautiful pass by Ashley to Olivia Williams down low to tie it up, 22-22. Very nice move by Ashley Payne now. Passing on the move.
Well, she's taken it to the basket several times, so that set that up beautifully, and Williams knew where to be.
Well, take away, and Payne will put it in. giving the Trojans a 2-point lead once again.
I darn near expected a dunk. I know she can't. I don't know if she can't do it, but nice control on that.
Ba with it. Over to Molly Lemon. And Molly is driving the paint. Off the board, count it for 2. I really like the freshman, Molly Lemon.
Lemon has,
she's impressed me.
Exactly. She has 10 points already. High scorer for this North Kitsap team.
Tied up at 24-24, and Lemon up to the free throw line for the Vikings.
Noel going to sit down, and number 12 in, Addie Clark, another senior.
Man, shots off. Timoteo clears the board for the Trojans. Good block by Clark that time. Actually, it was Sanchez with the block. Boss, three-pointer is good. They've found the range, it looks like.
I remember they're going to limit her opportunities, and opportunities are deep for her.
Either that or they found the right end of the court to shoot.
That might be it.
Ba with the board. Ball gets loose, though. Hayes takes it away into Timoteo for 2 for the Trojans.
Oh, Ba finds a wall right there. Some good passing.
Yep, good ball movement by North Kitsap, and down on the floor is Sheridan Sanchez. Foul will go against Olympic.
And yes, Payne had a clean block on the original. It was then the body coming through that certainly wasn't so clean.
That is the 4th team foul for the Trojans.
And despite the fact that it was against Olympic, that went up on the board as a Viking foul.
Okay, you're right, and they did say the 4th team foul, though, so I'm not sure who has what. Oh, that was pretty, and it didn't go.
That North Kitsap will maintain that possession. Yeah, I think assistant coach Dave Snyder is pointing to the scoring table. Timeout. I believe that was called by Lori Shaw, Coach Shaw.
And the score 27-26. They've actually scored in such bunches this half, Doc, that I wasn't totally convinced that was right. So we're going to go with that, though, definitely.
And the player who committed the last foul doesn't exist on either roster.
Well, that is true. That's
maybe the 2 isn't working.
The 2 may have gone away in the wind. It's a pretty nasty night out there. You never know. Well, Doc, this has been a much more energetic second half, or at least a more offensive one, in that there's some scoring immediately, which is kind of fun to see.
It's been a good start for the Vikings for sure, but the Vikings just got another foul. Now they put a foul up there against Olympic, so currently the team fouls show 5 for the Vikings, 3 for Olympic. I might check on that if I were Coach French.
Well, and that is actually his assistant coaches should be keeping track of that kind of thing. So
Coach
we'll see.
Snyder down there at the end of the bench, and now they've got the 4 up on Olympic.
I don't know.
And that's a lot of fouls for 4 minutes in the third period. 9. I don't think there have been that
well,
many
I know
committed,
Ashley Payne has at least 2, so that is true.
A ball on the floor. North Kitsap maintains the possession. Nice play. Addie Clark, the dribble and layup, good for North. 29-26, 3-point lead now for the Vikings.
That bounce pass right there is so dangerous. It's kind of a lazy, dangerous pass.
And there's a takeaway by Lemon. Up to Ba. Snyder back to Rebecca. Down into the corner. Melissa Hamblett in the game for the North Kitsap Vikings. Lemon drives and puts it through for another 2. Molly having a great game tonight. 31-26 lead now for North, and they continue that full court press.
And they don't have to get it across in 10.
But they do have to get it across, and North Kitsap forces another turnover. Driving the lane into the hoop. Rebecca Ba, 33-26, and suddenly a 7-point lead, and Coach Shaw has seen enough.
Well, and that's 11 points for Ba. 9 of which are from this half, or actually 8 of which are. So they have suddenly, that full court press, they didn't show their hand in the first half, didn't need to, decided they would see what they could do with it here. And this is with Kristen Brown being on the bench most of the time. She has 3 fouls already. So the girls that are out there have done a really nice job. As you pointed out, Sheridan Sanchez in there this half, and we've seen some of Melissa Hamblett as well.
And now the team fouls for North have gone from 5 to 1. Yeah, I did see Coach Snyder over there, so maybe he showed him his
version,
his scoring sheet. There should be scorers at that table for both teams. I see Coach Belzaretti over there for Olympic.
She is there. She's always making sure the score's done correctly. She's been doing that for years now. Her daughter unable to play tonight due to illness as well.
Yeah. Olympic with it, 2:40 left to go in the third period. Romero has it. Down to Arce. Outside, the long three-pointer off the glass. Everybody's taking it off the board, and that was Shania Anderson for 3. So Snyder will try the long shot. That's 2. Her feet were on the line, but 35-29, 6-point lead once again for the North Kitsap Vikings.
And as you can tell, when you get a little tired, defense isn't as strong. They were doing just a tight man-on-man, and these girls are getting more opportunities at the outside shot for North Kitsap.
Guevara in the game for the Trojans. Another turnover, drive by Snyder, and she'll get fouled and get a trip up to the free throw line.
Good follow-up by her teammate in case the foul wasn't called. Beautiful left-handed drive by Snyder. I think she is left-handed. I'll check on the free throw here, but that was very nice.
Yeah, it's like North Kitsap has found a whole nother gear
they have
in this second half. That was a good halftime speech, apparently.
Well, that and bringing out the press has really made a difference. You find out what if they have ball handlers. And when you put Ashley Payne on the bench due to fouls, it's the same sort of thing. You don't have the big person to pass to, and she's also such a good ball handler.
First shot is good for Hannah. .150 left to go in this third. Second shot, nothing but net for Hannah Snyder, and the biggest lead for the Vikings, 8 points, 37-29, takeaway. North Kitsap playing some major D. Molly Lemon inside, turnaround is off, and a good rebound by Amanda Pond for the Trojans.
I'm quite convinced she's played against her brother, because I've seen that move when he's out there as well. He's got a little more height, but she certainly has some finesse with that.
Now Olympic's working it around, looking for an open player.
Now, when
you got 10 seconds now on the shot clock. And outside the 3. Shot is short, does not hit the iron, and North Kitsap will get it back. Ashley Payne had a minute or 2 on the bench. She's back in the game for Coach Shaw.
Not surprising. I think I don't know what the foul situation is because they didn't really put it up there correctly. Oh,
Payne
good block
rebound.
out by Williams to get Payne that rebound.
Oh, good move by Ashley. She could not get it to drop, but she'll get 2 up at the free throw line. That was a very nice move for a big player.
Well, that time
Tall
Ashley threaded the needle correctly. She had a little bit better body control. No one, also the defense wasn't not nearly as strong as when she had the offensive foul called on her.
You know, that's one of those things I think you can really get off of volleyball, is that body control.
That's true. There's a lot of things that going on when you're taking a swing or doing a block.
Elevating to put the kill down. The shot is off, and rebound to North Kitsap. Snyder to Lemon. Oh, I love that fake, and it counts for 2. She has been doing that all night, and she's finally getting the D up off the floor.
Well, and that time she has her shot is a little bit hard, but she's been controlling it a little bit better, and great to see that going down.
Into the center, nice move down, and a foul is going to be tagged. Amanda Pond will, I think they'll give her a trip to the free throw line. Yep.
Fouls on number 10 of the Vikings, Holly Lemon, her second foul. At the line shooting 2, the 33, Amanda Pond.
Yeah, first one's good for Amanda.
I was looking at free throw percentages, and about the best that are out there might be a 70%. So tonight they've done a pretty nice job, both sides shooting free throws.
Olympics staying in the ball game, down by 7, 39-32, 22.6 seconds left to go in this period. Rebecca Baugh directing traffic, good pass. Did not get it in though, and Ashley Payne bringing it down the other way. Great hustle and defense, 10 seconds for the Vikings after the takeaway. And they're gonna tag number 33, Amanda Pond, with that. And
well, Doc, one of the things that we're seeing is just more aggression on this North Kitsap team.
a lot more.
Yeah, taking it to the basket.
Too.
Exactly. I know that they are afraid of number 24, Ashley Payne, and her ability to block, but if you take it to the opposite side, which is what they've been doing, or that little fake by Miss Lemon.
Yeah, and the ball is off. 3 seconds left to go. Payne with it. She'll have to take the three-quarter court shot, and comes up a little short, but at the end of the third period, the Vikings have taken a 7-point lead, 39-32. What is pure hustle.
Definitely. This has been a fun quarter to watch, actually on both teams. A lot more scoring. It seemed to be pretty tentative at the beginning, where they were feeling each other out, trying to figure out what the other team had done. And now we're just seeing basketball instincts take over.
Well, and I think the Trojans may have been spooked a little bit by that North Kitsap press. Especially, and the hard defense that North has been putting on, because they have not been as positive on their moving the ball down court as they were in that first half.
Most definitely, Doc. That had a huge effect on them, and their ball handlers, part of it, when he put it on, he waited till Payne wasn't in the game a couple of the times, which is really smart because she can handle it, and she can also be that tall force in the middle to make the pass farther down.
Well, 8 minutes to go here in the ball game. The Vikings up by 7, 39-32, as we get ready to begin the fourth and final period up here at North Kitsap High School. And again, the Vikings only down by 1 game in the loss side of it to the Olympic High Trojans. Right now, Port Angeles and number 1 in the girls' side of the Olympic League, and Bremerton number 2. But a whole bunch of teams right there in the middle for what should be 4 playoff positions.
Well, and we've talked about this in the guys as well, but there seems to be a lot of parity in the Olympic League.
Hayes' shot for the Trojans off, and great rebound down low by the Trojans. Can't put it back, though. That was Williams. Steal by Hayes, and there's the 2. Chessa Hayes doing a nice job there on defense.
And Chessa with the drive that time. I think Coach Lau said, see what they're doing when they're driving and making something happen?
Hamblett with it now for the Vikings. Tries to go inside. Ball knocked loose, but Melissa grabs it, keeps it alive for North. Shot clock down to 10, so a long outsider off the iron, and it's going to be North Kitsap. I couldn't tell that one. I was waiting for the ref.
Well, I think he was waiting
for a partner.
Conferring a little bit.
It looks like we've got another timeout here. And I believe that one was called by North.
I believe so. I'm with you on there. Right now the possession arrow is favoring North, so if there's a jump ball, it'll be theirs. 5-point lead by the Vikings, 7:12 left in this game.
39-34 here in the fourth period, and This has been a good, hard-fought contest.
And very clean. I mean, sure, they're fouls. That is actually part of the game. If you aren't expecting that, then you're on the wrong court. But I watched the Notre Dame women against UConn, and that was a football game. It was just sad. But Notre Dame won that one.
And Baugh's shot is off, but rebound, Molly Lemon keeps it going for the Vikings. Over to Snyder, back to Lemon, over to Baugh. Good ball movement, working it around. Oh, Hayes almost had the steal, but nice job once again, Molly Lemon. She takes that one step and elevates.
It's a beautiful shot and a great step. And she's got 16 points.
And here again, the full court pressure D. Payne handling it for Olympic, gets it to Hayes.
5'11" guard. Ashley
Oh,
Payne.
good hand by Baugh. She knocks the ball loose. She's driving the iron. And count it. No, they're going to say steps by Baugh. That was a nice drive, though.
It was, with two people on her, the left-handed put-up. And one of the things I'm seeing from Rebecca this year more is a little bit more composure than as a freshman. Last year that might have upset her, and this year it just seems as if she's taking the flow.
Oh, Payne with the dish off to Hayes. Shot is off, and North Kitsap coming away with it. The Trojans looking a little bit of disarray out there, Kitty.
They do.
Oh, nice work by the Vikings going inside, and Addie Clark will put the layup, and look at this pressure. They're not giving up on it.
And this is tough if you're number 5 down there all by yourself. You need some, not that that's not a good play to get it down, but she doesn't have the height to take it in against any of those players.
That would be Arce for the Trojans. Payne's shot is off and going to go out of bounds. 5:45 left to go in the game. 43-34 now, a 9-point lead for the North Kitsap Vikings. And now the Trojans with a little bit of full court pressure.
Is this payback's heck? Oh, yeah, it is.
And it worked. Arce with it. Ooh, that's not a great place to pull up. Pull your dribble up and right by that line. Timoteo working away inside. Does not go down, but a good save by Hayes, or almost a good save. Baugh! Shot is going to go, and she'll get a trip to the free throw line, and Olivia Williams a little slow to get up on that one.
You know, Baugh should be proud of herself. That was driven well against a bigger player.
Fouls on number 22 for the Trojans, Olivia Williams, her first foul.
I believe this is Rebecca's first free throw of the night, and typically she's to that line several times.
Yeah, once again on the board, that number 4 player has 1 foul.
That number 4 is constant, isn't he? It might be a he. We don't know.
7 team fouls, though, now on the Trojans, which should put the Vikings in the bonus.
Baugh with 14 points. Only 3 of those in the first half.
Olympic with the 2-on-1, and they're going to tag the block to Addie Clark.
That's a good call. She wasn't set. Nice job by RC taking the ball to the basket, but exactly what I pointed out, she's against much taller players down there trying to make that play.
And Hayes is going to bring it in, probably, I think the shortest player out there.
They're both listed at 5'3", but I'm sure there's a quarter-inch differential.
Oh, nice board inside. Timoteo gets another rebound. She's working hard down low, especially on the rebounding. Olympic needs to find the shooter now, though, and Payne will go in. Just a little short, and this time the board pulled out by the Vikings.
Addie Clark really working out there.
Snyder with it now, out front, over to Baugh.
North just playing with some confidence right now, running their offense, running being the key. They still have that energy.
And the jump shot is good for 2 for Hannah Snyder.
6 points for the junior Snyder.
48-34. Oh, look at that! Molly Lemon almost had a spectacular takeaway.
Well, she did, but just threw it to the other team. Oh, and there's several extra
Ashley
steps
Payne,
possibly.
Yeah, but Ashley should have just kept that ball and gone to the iron. She gave it to 5'3" Aubrey Arce down low with 2 big defenders on her.
and she gave it her best. Oh, those passes are just a little bit out of control. Nice job by Olympic here on their press.
Now, Olympic needs to get back in this game. They're down by 14 now. Oh, they're going to call travel. Walking that time. 48-34. The Vikings have found a whole new team in this second half, even though they've got the same names
and
and
I
numbers.
swear I saw all those girls in the first half.
That's correct.
And we have not even seen Kristen Brown back in the game. The wonderful job both by Sheridan Sanchez and Melissa Hamlet. And then number 12, Addie Clark, has 4 points and just some timely rebounds. And the body's on the floor in this game, but it's more of a going for the ball as opposed to a foul.
Well, for those of you watching this live tonight on the internet on the kitsapsun.com/basketball, we want to let you know that the replay of this game, we've had a little change in our schedule, and the replay will be this coming Sunday, which is the 13th on BKAT, Channel 3 on Wave Broadband, and Channel 12 on Comcast Cable at high noon, which is when West Sound TV presents. Goes on week in and week out.
Exactly. And for those of you watching, check this same time, same place, same channel, and you will get the CK versus Bellarmine Prep game, the top 2 teams in the Narrows League at this point. And then you won't get it a game, but you can find us at Olympic College on Sunday doing the Kitsap Admirals game.
Except this week it's Friday.
Oh, you're right, it is Friday. 2 more for Miss Ball.
And of course that's for those of you watching live, because it will already have been played by the time you see it in replay, video replay.
And that time Molly Lemon getting the foul. Looked like she might have been pretty well set, but we're not the ones who get to call that. Well, and Doc, you know, even if they are watching the replay of this, what they have to know is go ahead and check out Kitsap Admirals, Google it, and their schedule is online. Fun brand of basketball to watch. Suddenly, it is still 16 points on the lead.
Oh, nice rebound inside by Arce, but blocked by a taller Viking.
That was Molly Lemon with that block.
Lemon is listed at 5'8", Arce at 5'3", about 5 inches there. Timeout with 3:17 left to go in the game, and it's a 50-34 lead for the North Kitsap Vikings. You know, after that first half, I certainly would not have thought
Would you have predicted 50? No.
No. First half was a low-scoring battle. And all of a sudden, the Vikings have not only found the shooting touch, they have played some great D.
Well, that is the difference. They had some shots in the first half that weren't going down. Definitely taken the ball to the basket more often. Obviously, Rebecca Baugh has found her strokes. Hannah Snyder found her stroke. And Molly Lemon, not only a stroke, but a move to go with it.
And good to see Rebecca's older sister, Sarah, here. College break.
Her dad, Chris, said he wanted to have all of his girls in the same gym for the night, but Leah's homesick, so not quite.
Yep.
He just produces girls. I believe they have 5, so they have enough for a basketball team.
Okay, 3:17 left to go in the game, and inbounding will be the Vikings. It'll be Hannah Snyder. Over to Lemon. Back to Snyder. Baugh has it. She's guarded by Williams.
Taking their time, really don't have to shoot quickly.
But nice drive to the glass. And that was Addie Clark. Won't go down, though. And Ashley Payne with it for the Trojans. Williams back to Payne. There's the shot that you need right there. And great assist by Williams. Very smart play to immediately get it back to Ashley.
Yeah, you don't have to shoot threes yet. I mean, it will get you in a little bit faster.
Hamlet with it. That's Clark. Inside, and once again, Lemon putting it through the iron.
You know, just like the Seahawks, when a Seahawk game goes on, there's a Coach Carroll cam. It would have been fun to have a Coach Tim French cam on that. He is having a blast. He really likes his freshmen.
Long outside shot by Hayes is off, and
Coach Shaw wanted them to pressure it on this end, and they were not doing that.
just about 2-minute mark here in number 4. Lemon finishes her dribble. Well, now she can dribble again.
Nice pass off.
Oh, good play. Smart play. Excellent board that time by Clark, but it won't go down. And Olympic running out of time, Kitty.
They are.
144. Paying with it. 30 in the game for the Trojans is Elisa Guevara. Shot is down, 2.
Smart move not to foul. Not worth it.
Yep, you don't need to at this point, that's for sure, even though they've got one to give.
True. I have Payne with 18 points, but if you foul her on the shot, that stops the clock as well, and you don't want to do that.
That's correct, and there's a nice takeaway by Hayes for the Trojans. Payne with it, driving right into the iron, and she's going to get rewarded. And I say this over and over. Drive inside, and the chances are you will get rewarded.
Well, that is what we saw the last time we watched North Kitsap play. The Bremerton team, specifically Klug, drove a lot, and some of the other bigger girls. So that was where all the fouling was coming in.
1 minute and 10 seconds left to go up here in Paulsbo. And the Vikings with a 52-38 lead over the Olympic High Trojans. And that looks like it's going to put a whole lot of teams down in that third position.
Exactly. It will be fun that last couple of weeks to figure out who's going to get what playoff spot. I love seeing the way that these teams play, that they're very similar, that they have such talent. I'm really excited about what we're seeing from North Kitsap tonight because we knew they had more than what we saw against Bremerton. Well, and these girls are just playing with an energy that is wonderful.
And it was almost, after that first half, you almost wondered if that was the makeup, what we saw in Bremerton, of this Viking team, but obviously not.
And I don't think we're seeing the best of this Olympic team.
No, I agree completely with that.
They have a lot of skills out there, but there was some good defense.
The defense, especially in that third quarter, made all the difference in the world.
From a team that was down 8-0 to start this game, now leading 52-39.
Second shot off. Williams keeps it alive, though, for the Trojans. She goes to the hoop. Second attempt. And, Trojans maintain the possession.
Couple blocks on that one by Emily Knoll, just standing above her with the hand on the ball.
Hayes will bring it in. Long outside three-pointer almost goes down for Anderson.
Great position by Payne, just couldn't quite come down with that.
Under a minute here in this game. Ba dribbling it, sends it over to Snyder, back to Ba. 22 is Melissa Hamblett. They can use that shot clock.
Yeah, they really fouling at this point is not necessary. Ooh, I think Ashley actually took a finger in the face or something.
Maybe in the nose. 25 seconds, shot clock is off. Ba with it. Yeah, inside. Yeah. Emily Knoll gets on the board.
The fans are going, hold it, but you know, you kind of like the opportunity to score, especially as a senior.
Yeah, Emily's a senior out there. She's worked hard.
And 3 seconds.
And shot is off. Williams has played a tough, hard-fought game tonight for the Trojans, but they're going to come up short. And the North Kitsap Vikings coming back from a deficit at the end of the first half to win 54-39.
I asked Coach French how his break went. He said he actually went to Arizona, and he's going to be awfully happy with this start for his brand new year.
Well, that's going to put the Trojans at 5-3 in the Olympic League, and now the Vikings 4-3. So those third and fourth positions are up for grabs in this next month of basketball.
That's what this is, makes high school basketball so much fun. Why you and I do this, Doc. We are all volunteer. Remind you of that, all volunteer, but we love it.
All right, well, happy to have you with us on the kitsapsun.com/basketball live on the internet tonight from Paulsbo, Washington. And, of course, in BKAT, our community access channel here in Kitsap County. Patricia Ann's on the camera for you, Kitty Campagna on that other microphone, and I'm the doctor, Doc Parr, for West Sun TV, saying stay tuned. We will see you soon.
And get one more look at tonight's game. Once again, January 13th.